Which I'm sorry, bro. It just didn't happen for Liverpool today. But what did you make of the game today?
I was so disappointed. I haven't lied to you. Like, it's funny enough, but I think this is the best we have played in all season. But it's so unfortunate. I mean, to be honest, I'll give credit to Arsenal. Like, I know I've been on Arsenal fans a lot. Like, I didn't believe what Arteta was cooking, but
Do you believe now?
I have to believe.
You believe?
I do, because the way this game was, as the guy was saying, it's like he let us play the game. You have possession, like you have a possession, and Arsenal just sat back. And every time they countered, they looked dangerous. Martinelli was unguardable. Like anytime he had the ball, my heart just dropped. Like
we didn't even get into the building before the first goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you make of that? Liverpool, what's the problem? Now it's something that's been happening. You guys concede first in every game. What's wrong with the defense?
Honestly, Van Dijk and Fabinho have been off their pace, but I think it goes all back to the summer. I feel like our recruitment this year was not the best. I think we waited and we did. Arthur Melo was more of a panic buy.
He's hurt now.
Yes, and it's very bad because this is a very critical point in Liverpool. I know losing Michael Edwards maybe could have impacted us in a way, but like that continuity of like planning and finding the right pace structure is very necessary. And in the Premier League, if you miss one summer, you fall short. And the difference between us and Arsenal, they actually went and picked players that they suited their game. I won't necessarily say the very best, but I mean Jesus and Zinchenko suit their game so well, and it fits perfectly. And even though I'm a hater, Arteta has actually gotten it right now. So
talk to me about Arsenal. Who impressed you? Who were the players who impressed you? I think sometimes I have to bring these uncomfortable questions for you because I know you don't like to talk about this. Who impressed you?
Martinelli is something else, man. Like he's so young, but like Charlie, the guy, he's not scared to take on players. Like it doesn't matter if it's Arnold, it's Gomez, it doesn't matter. The guy is on them, and he can only get, his ceiling is so high. Partey, I always say, maintains Arsenal's best player, and even though he was a bit shaky in the first half, he still calmed things down. And when you play Partey and Xhaka just gets better. I don't know, he just has some influence on him. And Arsenal looked good. Saliba was all very good. To be honest, they deserved to win this game. I don't like. I know there was the penalty.
Talk to me about that. Talking about the penalty shouts.
That's so VAR. Sometimes this is my problem. It's just the consistency, because in some other games, best believe they give this as a penalty, but because I feel like his arm was in a natural position, and I've seen this season they give like penalties like that. So for them not to even look at it, it's like, I mean, they say clear and obvious, but I don't know how to feel about that. But yeah, we just didn't deserve to win this.
Did you think Arsenal's penalty was soft, or did you think it was a penalty? Because I saw you and some guys debating in there.
I think it was soft, but in our game today, it's a penalty. Like a few years ago, maybe you probably say it's not, but it's a penalty, and it's very unfortunate. It had to happen that way, but I'll give it to them. It's a penalty. It just hurts me that ours wasn't even looked at.
Liverpool play Man City next week. Where do you guys go from here? A lot of losses, a lot of, you're not getting the points of the results. So where do you guys go from here?
Right now, the top 4 battle there, we are inside, bro. It's very, very scary for us, because I think our fixtures is City, then we have is it West Ham and some other. It's really tough fixtures. So I think we should just take it game by game. We shouldn't even look like for the forward games. Just look, take it the City. Hopefully, the only confidence I'm getting from that game is probably we playing at Anfield, and maybe the crowd maybe pushing us, because Liverpool always turn up. And just take it game by game and not look at other people, because it looks like Arsenal, United, Spurs, and even Chelsea have found some form. So we need to just concentrate on ourselves and try to rack up as many wins as possible. But the title is over. That one is over.
I would say this. I think this was your best performance. Even you mentioned that. Because you guys actually didn't look as exposed as other games, even though they still exposed you. Does that performance fill you with a bit of confidence, with Man City coming, even though Man City are hot right now?
So I would say it's both ways. Like, playing well in the league is good, but when you don't put points on the board, it's all playing well wins breeds confidence, and we losing that game in the manner in which we did, we could take some positives, but it's still a loss. And we are playing the best team in the world, like next, and that I don't know. Haaland is also on the hottest form, so I think I mean, we can take some positives, but we still have a lot of things to improve in our game. It just doesn't seem the same Liverpool. And the structures I was saying from the summer, money, it's not an excuse, but we are not ourselves. And it's a scary place to be in as a Liverpool fan. Very scary place.
Okay. My last question to you. You watch Arsenal too. You've been watching them all season, but it's always different when your team plays them. That way you get an actual feel of them. How do you rate them now? What's the ceiling for them?
To be honest, what scares me about Arsenal is how young their players are, and it teaches me a lot. Like, obviously, I have my views on Arteta. I've always been against Arteta, and that's the beauty of football, because your opinions could be actually proved like wrong. And I've seen how slowly he has built this Arsenal team, and they suffered a lot of times. And for them to actually stick with him, he's reaping the rewards. And to be honest, the ceiling is high. It's really high for this Arsenal team.
Top 4 guarantee?
Man,
Put your sentiment aside and then just on your head.
it pains me to say, but it looks like.
How about the league? Do you think they stand a chance?
So I think they'll be in the title race, but I don't think they'll win it. But it for Arsenal to even be in the title race says a lot about their progress, because a few years ago you wouldn't be saying that. But exactly, but I think it's progress. They go in the Champions League with more recruitment. It's looking like Arteta is, and it's a lesson for other clubs. Like, sometimes I know they say trust the process. I know how Philly fans be saying trust the process. Sometimes you actually have to like trust the process. It might be ugly, but you just look at the end goal, and it hurts me to say. I know I'm going to get a lot of stick from a lot of people, but yeah.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
This place is rocking and rolling.